Good morning. The camera. It is a beautiful morning. Check out the sunshine, check out the shadow. Makes me happy. So we're going to start in standing pose today. So as you get here, just give the shoulders a roll. Maybe close the eyes and just notice your feet on the ground and how the ground feels underneath your feet. Just rolling the shoulders up to the ears and down the back of the body. And then next time you roll them down the body, leave them there. See if you can turn the palms to face forwards. Open up the palms of the hands, spread the fingers. See if you can lift up the toes of the feet. So push down into your heels, into the balls of the feet. Lift and see if you can spread the toes as well as the fingers. And then soften your toes, soften your hands, and take a nice big breath in. Nice big breath out. Opening the eyes, bring the hands to your heart. And have a little softness into your knees, into your ankles. And as you breathe in, reach the arms out wide. Find that same spread through your fingers, through the palms. Reach up to the ceiling. And as you breathe out, bring the hands to your heart. So soft knees. Breathing in, take it up to the ceiling. And breathe out, soften your shoulders, bring the hands to your heart. We'll do that one more time. Breathing in, big reach up. Breathing out, hands to your heart. And this time we'll take it in reverse. So take your fingers up towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, take the arms out wide. We're going to bend the knees as if you're picking something from the ground. Stick your bum back and breathe in halfway. So slide your hands all the way up the legs. Feel the hands on the legs. Breathe out, take it down to the ground. Soften through your feet, bend the knees. And then push into the heels and take the arms all the way out, up to the sky. Breathing out, hands to your heart. I'll do that again. So fingertips reach up to the sky. As you breathe out, big circle with the arms down to the ground. Slide up halfway, so you can lengthen your legs a little bit. Breathe out, take it down. Big bend into the knees. Push through the heels, arms out wide. Reach up to the sky, breathing in. And hands to your heart as you breathe out. We'll do it one more time. Fingers up to the ceiling. Breathe out, big circle all the way down to the ground. Rising up halfway. Use the breath. Let the breath move your body. Breathing out down to the ground. Big push through the heels. All the way up to standing. Breathe out, hands to your heart. Okay. We're going to bring the hands to the hips. If you're on a yoga mat, you're going to face the long edge of your mat. And just step your feet a little bit wider. Than your hips, quite a bit wider than the hips. Turn the toes forwards and a soft bend into the knees. Hands on the hips. Think of that halfway lift. Just a gentle hinge forwards. A little upward lift through the legs. And then as you breathe out, soften your knees. See if you can bring your fingers down to the ground. We'll bring chin to the chest. Bend the knees generously here. Almost like you're going to sit on a big chair. Let the head hang down. And then just shake the head a little bit. See if you can soften the shoulders, maybe give them a roll. And then breathe and lift up halfway. Look forwards. Soft knees, bring your hands to your hips. Big bend into the knees as you roll all the way up to standing. And then from here, we're going to turn the right toes out. So 90 degrees. The back toes come in slightly. We're going to bend into your front knee, your right knee, and then take your arms out wide, palms face down. Spread through the hands, spread through the fingers, just like we did at the start. And then flip your palms up towards the ceiling. As you breathe in, we're going to straighten the front leg, take the arms up, maybe the fingertips touch overhead. And as you breathe out, palms down, bending into the front knee. So breathing in, lifting it up. And breathing out, take it down. Let's do two more, moving in your own rhythm. Last one. As you breathe it down this time, we're going to hold it down. Back hand comes onto the back thigh and reach up with your right arm. So nice straight spine, we're not leaning it back yet. See if you can draw your ribs in. So if you can draw that right hip in slightly. And then from here, reach up through those fingers and then take a little lean backwards, a little side body stretch into a reverse warrior. Relax the back shoulder. See if you can breathe into your right ribs. And as you breathe out, bring it back to warrior two, arms parallel to the ground. We're going to lean it forwards, bring your right arm to your front thigh. And take the left arm up to the sky first. So find a little length and then maybe reach that arm up overhead. Draw that right hip underneath you. Okay, now we're going to charge up the legs to have a little flow. So really push down through your feet, engage your core a little bit. So as you breathe in, lift up through warrior two, reverse your warrior. Coming back through warrior two and then into this extended side angle pose. It's not a very imaginative name, is it? So breathing in, warrior two. Exhale to reverse warrior. Breathing in, warrior two. Breathing out, bring it forwards. We'll do one more round. Breathing in, breathing out. Coming through center. And last one, we'll just hold it here just for a moment. Draw that right hip in a little bit more. And then let your hand kind of rest gently on the thigh or the shin and start to straighten the front legs. A little triangle pose. Draw that right hip underneath you. So really pull it back underneath you. Take your top arm up towards the ceiling. See if you can lengthen through both sides of the waist. And then bend back into the front leg. Bring it all the way up. Bring the hands to the hips, straighten the front leg. Turn the toes in. So both sets of toes slightly turned in or parallel. A little bend into the knees. Hinge it forwards. And bring your fingertips to the floor. So really bend into the knees as much as you need to. Okay. From here, so we're just going to turn the right toes back out again. It's about 45 degrees. And then from here, bend into your left knee. Walk your fingers over to the left side and see if you can lift up the toes of your right foot. So it might be that you prefer to do this up high with hands on the hips, or you've got fingers on the floor. So just draw that right hip in. Nice stretch into that leg, and then bring it back through center. Plant the foot. Nice bend into the knees as you bring hands to the hips. Take a breath. And then slowly roll all the way up to standing. We're going to turn left toes out, right toes in, bending into the left knee to the arms out, parallel to the ground. Flip the palms up, draw the shoulders down the back of the body. And as you breathe in, straighten the front leg, bring fingertips up to touch overhead. Breathing out, bend into the knees. Moving with that flow. Try and relax your shoulders. Notice as you lift up with that inhale, let the breath lift you up. Find that space. Breathing out, we'll do one more. And then as you bring it down this time, hold it down. Take your gaze to your front hand, your left hand. And then back hand rests on the back thigh. Flip the front palm up and reach up first. See if you can drop down through that left hip. Maybe draw it in. So when I say draw it in, it might be sticking forward. Can you kind of scooch it underneath you? And then from there, reach up and take it back. So a little side stretch into the left ribs. Relax the back shoulder as much as you can. And breathe into the left side of your body. As you breathe out, bring it back, warrior two. We'll reach forwards, forearm to the thigh. Reach up with the right arm. So pushing down through that back foot. Reaching up through those arms. And then maybe bring that arm alongside your ear. Keep that left hip coming underneath. It's probably going to want to roll out. Take a breath. And then we'll come through our flow. So breathing in to lift it up. Breathing out, reverse warrior. Breathing in through center. And then folding over as you breathe out. We'll take a few flows here. Let the breath move your body. And see where you can find a little bit of ease in your body. What can you soften? So next time you bring it forwards into extended side angle. You're going to hold it there. Draw that left hip under. And then this forearm, see if you can gently rest your hand on your thigh and start to straighten the front leg. Draw that left hip under a little bit more. And you can maybe slide that hand down to your shin. Don't rest it on your knee. And your top arm reaches up. So this is called triangle pose. So if you can draw the ribs in, lengthen through both sides of your waist. Take a big breath into your chest. And as you breathe out, bend into the front knee, lift it back up to warrior two. Straighten the front leg, bring the hands to the hips, turn the toes in, hinge it forwards. So wide-legged fold. See if you can bend the knees, maybe the legs feel a little bit better now. Okay. We're going to just turn your left toes out 45 degrees. And then walk your fingers over towards your right foot, bending into the right knee and maybe lifting the toes on your left foot. Just finding a stretch, so if you can draw that left hip in. And then breathe out, come through center, and we'll fold down between the legs. So you might have a nice bend into the knees here. You might soften your shoulders, bring chin to the chest wherever you are. And if it feels comfortable, you can have a little sway of the spine here. And maybe even a softness in your knees and a sway of the hips as well. So just finding a bit of softness, a little bit of surrender. Okay. And then gently lift up halfway. We're going to walk our hands around to the right foot. And as we do that, we're going to turn all of the toes to face the short edge of your mat if you're on one. Spinning onto the back toes, the back heel is lifted. We're going to step back to plank and then lift your bum up and take it into downward dog. So you want your feet at least hip distance apart, maybe a bit wider. Have your hands as wide as the shoulders, if not wider. Wide is quite nice. Nice bend into the knees. Think of lengthening your upper body. So bringing your ears kind of in line with the armpits if you can, reaching through the spine, and then just a little bit of a pedal through the legs, easing the legs. We'll bring it forwards back to plank, so step the feet back a little bit, lower to the knees, lower to the tummy, untuck the toes, hands by the side of the ribs, push through the feet as you breathe in, nice little back bend, lifting up the chest, don't straighten the arms. So use the right muscles, really push down through the feet, through the hips. And with the next exhale, lower it down. We'll push up hands and knees, around the spine, take it all the way towards a child pose. So hips towards the heels, forehead towards the ground. Knees can be wide, they can be together, your choice. Or just flip your palms up to the ceiling, soften somewhere. Notice your breath. And then draw the hands underneath the shoulders, chin to the chest, gently roll yourself up. Give your shoulders a roll. You can stay kneeling or come into a seat, but we'll take the arms out wide, reach them up to the sky, and breathe out, bring the hands down to your heart. Close the eyes just for a moment. Bring a smile to your lips. See if you can take something positive into the rest of your day. Thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you very much. Enjoy the sunny day, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much.